Hey everyone, Matt Pisarsik from RazorEmporium.com coming at you today for another episode of a shave review video. We're actually going to be shooting out a bunch of blades. It's been a while. Feeling good? Let's get started. Okay, we're going to get started from right here. If you haven't done so in the past, we've done these shootout videos where we, in real time, look at various brands of double-edged blades, and I give a completely 100% subjective, non-scientific evaluation of what I think about them. And that's all it is, guys. I always tell people it's really hard to, recommend blades. It's such an individual thing. It's like picking out tennis shoes or your favorite hot sauce or your favorite beer or wine or whatever, insert personal opinion thing here. What I like may not be what you like. My rating of something may be the complete opposite of yours. Your mileage may vary. You have to know that. But we try to at least put some kind of quantitative assessment of these. If you bought a blade sample pack from us before, you see there's like little rating numbers. They came from this. They came from me literally just rapid fire testing them using the same razor and the same soap and cream, obviously, and just switching the blades out. So we're going to do it again. We have some new additions to our store of some different blades, and they have no ratings. And I keep on getting asked, what's the rating, Matt? What's your rating on this? And I'm like, let's do another video. So without further ado, I'm just going to grab the very first one, and this is the Sputnik. And it is made by Gillette / Procter & Gamble. And I have a little cheat sheet over here. So if you see me referencing my cheat sheet, that's all actually I'll put it up here. That's all I'm looking at, just my cheat sheet of the information. This is the Gillette Sputnik, and it's Teflon coated, and it says it's made in the United Kingdom. I guess it does say that. I don't know if I believe that, though. You shouldn't always believe what you read. It's made in Russia. The writing is so small. I need some bifocals, I swear, to see what this says. But at least the address on it is a UK address. If it's made there or not, it's called Sputnik. I would think it's made in Russia, but I didn't think they even have manufacturing plants for double-edged blades in the UK. But we'll find out. It may be for the UK market. All right, so this is how I do this, guys. I literally just load it up in a fat handle tech razor. This is a Gillette fat handle tech with the oval guards. This is date code W4, so it looks like it's early 50s if I'm not mistaken. And we're just going to give it a couple strokes, and I got to move to the next one because I got to go through all these blades. I can't do an entire shave with it. So the Gillette Sputnik, here we go. And one further qualification: I consider feather a 5, and I've never let another blade be a 5. And so it's always in reference of that, like. If feather's 5, this is going to be, more than likely less than that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here we go. Yeah, that's not too bad, actually. It reminds me of a lot of other Gillette blades. Pretty smooth. I'd give that 3.5. And yes, half ratings are allowed. That's it. It gets a couple strokes. That's all. You guys can question my assessment here. Again, I've never claimed it's, some scientific test. But it's more like, how does it feel compared to other ones? Is it more harsh? Is it more like laser going through the hair? Is it leave a smooth path behind, or is there still stubble? I got three days of stubble to go through. So it's definitely up for the challenge here. This is Aylsworth. And these are they are imported Swedish steel, and they're platinum coated. And I don't think it actually lists where it's made. I don't think he lists that. Caleb Aylsworth. What are you thinking, buddy? Everyone wants to know where blades are made. I know it's a big thing. On our Rex ones, we have no problem saying it's made from the Czech Republic. Okay, Aylsworth, here we go. So I was at a 3.5 with the Gillette Sputnik. Yeah, it's definitely not as sharp. Definitely less aggressive, more mild. I'm gonna give that maybe a 2.5. Noticeably different. So we keep on going down the line. This is a Tatara. Now the Tatara is Swedish high stainless steel, platinum coated, made in Europe. They say made in Europe, but I think I know where they're actually made, but I'm gonna keep that to myself because they don't market it and it's not my place to dish. But I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna like this just because I think I do know where it is made and who makes it. And that's just the thing, guys. There's not a whole lot of actual double-edged plants in the world. There's a lot of brands though. So a lot of plants make a lot of what's called private label or white label. I mean, including ours. We don't have a double-edged factory. We contract to someone in the Czech Republic. Yeah, these are nice. I like these. Definitely different than the other one I just used, the Aylsworth. I'm gonna give this a 4. It is also more aggressive, or I would say just cleaner, closer, more comfortable than the Gillette Sputnik. So I will actually kind of start ranking them. Like, here you go. And we'll try to have these up on the screen or some other kind of graphic for you. And they'll be included on our sample packs going forward. It's also my tradition to finish the shave off with the one I like the best. So we'll see. Next up is the Diamond Edge from India. Let's see, I got my notes here. Is it on here? Diamond, oh, Supermax. Okay, Supermax Diamond Edge. I just didn't read it right. Platinum coated, made in India. Okay, so it's actually made by Supermax. Gotcha. Supermax has another brand name that's just called Supermax. So this is a Supermax Diamond Edge. Made in India. And you know, a lot of people ask me like the different coatings, like platinum coated, Teflon coated, diamond coated. I'm like, you know what? Ultimately, it just matters if it feels good for you or not. Like if it's comfortable or not comfortable. Yeah, I'm gonna rate this kind of down even lower than the Aylsworth. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5. It felt a little more tuggy and pulley compared to the Aylsworth, so it's down here. Moving right along. So far, the Tatara impressed me the most. This is the Dorco. This is Dorco Titan DE blade, made in Vietnam. Manufactured in the same facility as the Dorco Prime blades, double Teflon coating. Not just one coating of Teflon, double. Finish up one coating and then go right back. Made in Vietnam. Okay. Yeah, Dorco's got a lot of brands now. We need to make like a Dorco sample pack. I think they have at least 4 different branded blades. And I want to make sure I'm giving all these guys the benefit of the doubt. I just want to make sure as I'm sitting here, I'm going to rehydrate this lather to make sure that we're not judging it off of dry lather as I change blades out and talk. Okay, here we go. Dorco Titan. Oh, yeah. Give that a solid 3.5. That's nice. Very similar to the Gillette Sputnik. Not too shabby. Like that. Okay, we're wrapping it up. Like I said, we only got 2 more. And at this point, I'm going to finish off with the Tatara. But unless another one of these guys impresses me. This is kind of a throwback, the Gillette Super Blue. So you guys remember the old school Gillette Super Blues back in the, included with Super Speeds and Fat Boys and Slims had Super Blue blades. They had the Gillette Blue blade, but this is Super Blue. And that just means that it's made in China and it's PTFE coated. No, don't forget, PTFE is the same as Teflon. Teflon is a brand name like Kleenex or Xerox. So PTFE is kind of like the more the chemical name. Made in China, Gillette Super Blue. I'm gonna give that a 3. It's somewhere above the Diamond Edge and above the Aylsworth, but yeah, it's in that range. I'd say 3. Not too shabby. And then last but not least, winner. Hopefully this is a winner. This is the They call it, it's actually branded Gillette. It's Winter by Gillette. Winter by Gillette or Gillette Winter Salon Pack. Made in India, platinum coated. I've still yet to hear from somebody. Someone out there's got to work at a double-edged razor manufacturing plant. I just want to know. I want to know the secrets. When you have 5 different blades all coming out of the same factory, is it just the coatings that's different? Which I would imagine so. Yeah, I can't imagine them being like, well, we're gonna extra sharpen these, and we're gonna make sure these ones feel really dull and scrapey. It's like I can only imagine that it's all the same sharpening process. Maybe it's different steels and maybe it's different coatings, but I can't imagine them being like, well, we're gonna put the really good grinding stones on now. Okay, again, just want to make sure, especially on my lower neck, we are situated for success. Winner by Gillette. Ooh. Not a winner for me. More pulley and tuggy. I'm going to give it a 2. That's okay. And again, I'm not the average bear. I have a really thick beard and a lot of, sensitive skin, thick beard, and I have, heavy amount of stubble at the moment. So this is definitely more of the extreme end of the test. So we're gonna put this down here. I'm going back to the Tatara and we're gonna finish it up. Now that we've compared. This has been on my list, guys, for some time. It seems like every shave review video, I remember, I can only shave once to make these videos. I can't shave a second time. So a lot of times when we come into the studio, we shoot a shave to begin with, and then we do like a spotlight video or something else, or a PSA, public service announcement. But it is amazing to me, after all these years, I still get asked this question, and I'm happy to answer, that the blades really do make a difference. I have so many customers who they'll call me and they'll say, hey Matt, I just got into wet shaving, I picked up a razor at the grocery store, and I'm having problems, or I'm not liking the way it feels, and I want to buy something else. And I always say, well, what blades did you use? Well, whatever it came with. Well, I had a customer the other day who told me that they had blades from the 1960s they found in their grandfather's medicine cabinet, and they wanted to use those. And I said, sir, you can absolutely use those, but you're not going to have a good time. I've used some new old stock blades from the yesteryear, and I'll tell you what, they're like in the same category as these guys. They're like in this 2, 2.5, maybe 3 category. I think we've just gotten really a lot better at making blades these days. But the point of the story is that blades make an enormous difference. Please do not get into wet shaving and just use whatever your razor came with or whatever's at the grocery store. Experiment. It's the whole point why we make the blade sample packs. And the whole point of why we try to give a rating is because they can drastically change the way that your razor feels. It can take a mild razor and make it more aggressive. It can take an aggressive razor and make it more mild. They do a lot. And I've had people who are ready to throw in the towel. They're like, man, I'm going back to cartridge shaving. I can't do this double-edged thing. Or I've had customers who are just like, want to spend more money. They're like, well, I got this $50 razor and it's doing okay, but I think I need to try like a $500 razor to really get a good experience. I'm like, well, hold on. We'll take your money, but maybe you don't have to. I would rather somebody get a new set of blades for their existing razor and love it than me sell them another razor. Because if I sell that guy that $500 razor and he still uses blades that aren't really paired for his skin and like it's not a good match, he's probably going to return it. He's not going to have a good time. Then he's definitely running back to the cartridge razors. And I have to get used to shaving my chin. I've been rocking the mustache for, I think, about a month now. Maybe more. Although I lost the soul patch early on. No one told me to. My wife didn't say I should lose it. I just lost it. I think I got a comment from somebody who shall remain nameless. But I feel like a real wet shaver, you know, after doing this for 20 years, or maybe probably more, 22 years or whatever it's been now, I'm officially now just a wet shaver. I couldn't call myself that before because I didn't shave my chin. And I'm still probably not a full wet shaver because I don't shave my mustache. I'm just a poser. I was trying to explain this. I had some friends over last night, and they didn't know I had this YouTube channel, and I was telling them about it, and I said, yeah, I think what happened, one of the guys had a beard, and I was like, oh, the beard looks really good. And he's like, yeah, I just, you know, my wife or girlfriend, whatever, likes the beard, and I just got to keep it. And I said, I like myself with a beard too. I wish I could have a beard, but I got the shaving channel, the shaving business, and then I get comments if I, you know, deviate. And the entire like dinner party was just like looking at me like I was talking Latin. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I gotta maintain appearances for my YouTube channel. That's okay. It's all in good humor, guys. It's all in good faith. I like it. I do like a nice clean shave. Finished up with the Tatara. That was my favorite of what we used today. But man, if you haven't done so, go back and watch my video on the Gem Persona blade, the Persona Gem Platinum Diamond Glide double-edged razor blade. It's a mouthful. That's probably my new favorite blade of all time. Truly, it's really good. So go watch that. We continue to have them just flying off the shelf. Okay, decent shave. Whenever I go too many days without shaving, it's not good. I should have shaved probably a day or two ago, but I was like, oh, I got to shoot later in the week. I got to have some stubble. Putting on some barbershop balm. It's extra balmy. It's like rubbing in the sunscreen. It's going to take a little while. Soak in. I'll just start doing my elbows. That's always a trick, right? Just start doing your elbows. I put too much on. You know, just rub it on the arms. Anywhere we can spread it around to. But what do you think of my assessment? Have you used any of these blades? And have you seen our blade rating, scale? Do you think I'm way off? Do you think my numbers are, not really accurate? Do you think they're spot on? Are they, gospel truth? I want to hear from you guys. Tell me below in the comments. That's all I got. We rapid fired all these blades, and the winner was not the winner. The winner was the Tatara. That's all I got, guys. Please leave a comment, like, share this video with someone who needs to see it, and we'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving. Thanks, guys.